It was easier. These things happen in the circles of life. They never ever miss an episode. That is so you, Dad. That is so you. Yeah. Hey, Jimmi Gathu, also known as Fred Tandala. Make sure you catch up with the Kina series up at Showmax. Fred Tandala is the Deputy Inspector General Police, and then falls in love with this beautiful woman from the ghetto, takes her to school, and she ends up becoming the most wealthiest person. Yeah, so and that's why he's not really shaken or moved by wealth, because he was born in it, and very dogmatic when it comes to matters of the law.
Auntie, nahitaji kwenda kuna ule mkutano wa saa moja na geologist.
Auntie, tunahitaji kwenda. Kaa chini kula breakfast. No, it's true. I mean, he's been with us for 6 months. Amekula breakfast. Leo ndo hawezi kula. Kaa chini kula breakfast. So what attracted me to Kina, I think off the bat, was the fact that it's a local story with local scenarios, things that anyone watching it, especially in East Africa, can associate with, can see places, scenarios, people, situations, haves and have-nots that we can relate to. I've always wanted to do a show where I'm able to speak Swahili, not overtly straight Swahili, just how Nairobians speak. I've done a couple of series and I always had that problem. People always either wanted us to speak straight English or Swahili, and it kind of felt very, it wasn't who we were. So the fact that, that was the concept, mind-blowing. And then just basically the various challenges. I think the funny thing that, me being the Deputy Inspector General and my wife is involved in certain things, and having to play like you have no clue, where your abilities as a police officer with years of experience, who's able to read people's minds and thoughts and body language and eyes or faces for that matter, and you still can't figure out your wife.
Bibi yako aliwa babangu.
Kama ni mtu wa mchezo, Junono ni mtu wa mchezo, nakwambia uache. Nasikia vibaya sana vile babako alikufa, lakini unakuja kwangu nyumbani and accuse my wife of murdering your father. Ama ni pesa unataka?
Nataka justice.
I've been married to that woman for 20 years. I know her so well. What is that like for me in terms of having a powerful, wealthy woman as my wife, and I'm just a police officer? Remember in my preface I said that I was born into wealth. So it doesn't faze me as Fred. It doesn't faze me in terms of my wife's wealth. In fact, like I think you watched previous episodes where I tell my nephew, I'm the one who educated your auntie. I got her to where she is, and I wanted to, and I'm proud, and so on and so forth. All that obviously just to prove to my family that I made the right call, and obviously I cover her mistakes in terms of who she really is and what she's capable of, and what she had to go through, whether I did it or not, in terms of to get her to where she is. And these things happen in the circles of life. I mean, those are things that are obviously a challenge to many African men. It will come out, because that is one thing we addressed as well. Are there scenarios where I feel threatened by her wealth?
Sasa nimeambia Redempta atayarishe suti yako. Lazima itambulike who commandeers this ship.
And then the suit will do the trick.
Hiyo sio suti ya kawaida. Got it all the way from Italy.
How do you nurture on-screen chemistry with Sana? I think the advantage also is that we've known each other for years. I met Sana when she was in a group called Sema. It was called Sema, exactly. And I interviewed her on a show I used to do on a certain television station. Because she was one of those people who got your attention. She was very smart, but then equally was very talented in terms of her singing career. Introduce her, to my family, my kids. So being goofy around each other, being lovey-dovey, so to speak, with certain limits, of course, is not a problem. And you can go as far as it is needed. And I think we're just both very lucky that it was the two of us who and not strange people. It was easier. Like, there's some scenes my wife looks and is like, "Hey, you haven't done that in a while." If I need kusaidia because of checking na jokes zangu na below checking na jokes zangu viliuzwa wafanya. What can I do to help?
Lettuce, please.
Okay. Would you make me the lettuce?
Cut it.
How about I wash it? It's funny because that's just as goofy as I am, as I've been with my wife as well. So my family's reaction is, especially for my kids, like some things I would do and they'd be like, that is so you, Dad. That is so you. My last born daughter is very reserved. You know, she'll look and she'll smile, you know, whatever. But my wife, of course, you know, she'll be like asking, okay, so why did you play it that way? And then she'll figure out her answer before I tell her, and she'll be like, whoa, something's gonna happen later? Yeah. Okay, cool. So very supportive, very critical, of course, of what I wear, how I say things, you know, so I have to really explain to them. But overall, very excited. They never ever miss an episode.
Dad, this is about Mom. We're not saying you must be corrupt, but if there was ever a time you had to pull some few strings, this is it.
The law will set her free.
The law has imprisoned her while Jabali walks free, and they're only going to use this evidence to lock her in forever. You have to do something.